Hey, everybody. Hello. Hey. Hi. Yay. Welcome. 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 Um, I'm really excited because today we have special guests. We have Edge Entity coming in, and I am just like overjoyed. Okay, y'all, the waves. I'm always like, how do I wave back? But yeah. So listen. First of all, it's Black History Month. Let's rephrase it. It's Black History Year. How about that? It's Black History Year, y'all. And, I'm really excited because this is a time we get to celebrate ourselves. We really do have the opportunity to appreciate and to love on ourselves and our melanin and the businesses we started and created. And hey, thanks for the compliments on the hair. This is my little hair hat, y'all. It's raining, it's storming in LA. So, but basically, this is the time. This is when we come together to celebrate us. It should be every day that we get the opportunity to celebrate ourselves and celebrate each other, but for sure, this is our time. Black History Year. Black History Year. So, welcome to Brush with the Best live. And I'm also streaming a little bit live on Felicia Leatherwood. But basically, we're going to have all the people on Felicia Leatherwood go over to Brush with the Best, y'all. Come live to Brush with the Best because we're about to talk to Edge Entity. And I'm excited. I'm about to bring her in right now. Where you at? I think I tried to bring you in. But anyway, while we're waiting on Instagram to catch up, here we go. Hey! Oh my God, you look
Thank
gorgeous.
you. I put my makeup on for you.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, all
I
of
said
those of y'all Felicia Leatherwood, you really do need to go over to Brush with the Best because Keela on here looking cute.
you look good. I do
Thank you.
love your hair. I heard people complimenting you and like that is so pretty. This is perfect.
Thank you. Can everybody hear us? I know that the folks on Felicia Leatherwood, y'all go over to Brush with the Best. I'm only going to be on here for a second because you really need to see Keela and hear about her amazing product, Edge Entity.
Yes.
And we're gonna talk about that, okay, girl? So
Yes.
I'm really excited about that because I've been working with Edge Entity for when did you come out with it? When did you come
I
out with it?
came out. Listen, I was saying if no other collaboration happens, we definitely we needed this. You hear me?
Yes.
Because I mean, I came out in
Mm-hmm.
2016 and I look back at the date that you first sent me an email just saying how much you like my products. Like you just don't understand. I think it was like 2017.
Really?
Like that years. It's like 2017. It might have been 2017 or 2019, something like that. But it was in the early stages where we were
Oh,
not. You really just trusted and believed in a small brand. You really took a
oh,
chance on us.
thank you.
You really, really did.
So one of the things that I get to do as a hairstylist is I get to put on other Black owned businesses,
Yes.
hair care brands, tools, everything. So, it's really an honor that y'all allow me to talk about your products and to share it with the masses and to let them know how I use it and the results. So thank you. Thank
This
you.
is what we were saying. We were like, you are so humble. You
Look at me
could really
blush.
be just flexing.
Oh my
You
God.
could, but you honestly, like you said, you take on small businesses. You speak about us without even like I first heard you talking about my brand. I'm like, wait a minute now, did she just say? I'm like, did she just shout my brand out? You don't have to do that. So many people are like, Well, I need a paid collaboration because I know my worth, I know my value, I know what I bring to the table,
Yes.
and you are not like
I
that at all. Like, I so
mean,
appreciate that.
it really depends. No, but definitely when I come across something good, especially with the edges,
Yes.
everybody is always going through it with hair loss on the
Yeah.
edges. And
Yes.
so to me, when I find something that works and works well with other things that I use and it's going to grow your edges,
Yes.
I'm all down for it. So all of you over on Felicia Leatherwood on IG, join us at Brush with the Best. Right now, I'm getting ready to turn off the live on Felicia Leatherwood, but join us at Brush with the Best live
So will I
because we're going
come
to talk about
over?
how to grow your edges. So, yes, go on over there
Go
and
on
learn
over,
how to
y'all.
grow your edges. See you at Brush with the Best. Okay, so basically, what I felt like what Edge Entity gave me was it. The name says Edge
Yes.
Entity, right?
Yes.
Which I love the name, by the way.
Thank you because
And it made me curious. You know how I even found out too about you. I googled what's the best edge growth. Like I googled and I read reviews and I read things and I read ingredients and like I deep
Mhm.
dived. I deep dived. And so and then I ordered it and I felt like I smelled it smelled so good. And then I started using it on my clients. And I was able to still use edge control, but I would use the edge entity
Mhm.
first, let it kind of dry. Like I would start there before the hairstyle.
Mhm.
I would just rub it in, massage it in, and like let it sit. And
Mhm.
then I would go in and style. So I don't know. You tell me the best way you like to use it.
So, in case anybody, is not familiar with me or my brand, like I said, I appreciate you, Felicia, for allowing me to come into your space and talk about my products that I created. I made these formulas on my own. And I believe when you probably first got to my formulas, we were in a beginning stages. I was probably making them in my kitchen,
Oh,
and yeah, at some point, I started off just this was a product that I made because I have anemia and I was experiencing hair loss. And I was a nurse at the time, and it was not meant to be a business. This was not something I started because I was like, I want to grow a hair company. It was like, no, I have these thin edges because I'm having hair loss because of my anemia. And I just made something on my own and it worked. And other people at my job was asking, what are you using? And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should start selling this instead of just giving it away because it became expensive, to just keep putting these ingredients together
yeah.
and giving them to people. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, maybe if you just give me the money to make it, then, I'll just make it for you. I'll just get the ingredients together and I'll make it for you. And then that turned into, okay, maybe I could charge a little bit extra. So, but I started there and for a long time, we only had the follicle stimulant. That was the only product we had. And people loved it. Like you said,
Yeah.
you looked on Google and you saw like the
Yeah.
reviews and people were saying positive things. And I think that's when I knew that, okay, people actually like this, and this is something that I should probably um produce for more people as much as possible,
Yeah.
and hopefully people with all these other issues just without just being their edges could benefit. So now at first, like I said, it's edge entity. So I only thought that it just worked on your edges. I'm not a cosmetologist or anything like that, so I thought that my product only worked for um one part of your hair. But then people started to come with all of these different illnesses,
Yeah.
anemia, thyroid deficiencies. That's what I related to from being a nurse.
Oh.
So people taking blood pressure medications, diabetics, people who had all of these different illnesses were experiencing hair loss. And I started to see different patterns. So
Oh.
like say for instance, someone who's taking blood pressure medications, you would see like hair loss around the perimeter and in the middle. People with
Yeah.
heart deficiencies deficiencies or issues with their iron, like me, a lot of their edges and the back
Oh,
of their hair, they will have hair loss.
oh,
So when we got our store, we were able to have people come in, they take their wigs off, they take their hats off and show us what their damage looked
they
like.
bare their soul.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, I was able to really deep dive, like you said, and really get to know my customers, what they
I love
needed, what they liked, what worked for them, what type of illnesses cause certain kind of hair loss issues. And it's just been a really exciting
it.
journey. Like helping
Yes.
women, helping women rebuild their confidence. And especially because I've been there. So I know what it's
Yeah.
like to just
Yeah.
have
I mean,
look in the mirror.
edges is a thing because from birth, like, so I remember as a kid having my hair snatched up. Like, I remember having a headache. I remember my edges getting snatched where I
Hmm.
had a headache when I was like 5.
Yes. It
I
was
didn't even
like
know what a
it was
headache
part of
was.
the culture. It was part of
Yes.
the culture. It's like no one said, um, okay, well let's take time to detangle. And that's what's so
Yeah.
important about your brush. I think that the education is what's missing in our culture and our community.
Yeah.
Like people are thinking, like I was reading watching some reviews about your brush, and there was a girl on YouTube who the famous Felicia Leatherwood brush, and she was detangling and using all of these different brushes, and she came to yours and was like, this is the one, like
Oh,
this is the one. And it's just the education that we needed behind it. She broke down like the importance of why we need to be detangling a certain kind of way.
mm-hmm.
And we didn't know that back in the
No.
day. We didn't know you had to go from the bottom to the top.
And I don't think our parents had enough patience, you know,
They
because
didn't. That's why they relaxed our hair. They didn't think our
yeah, they didn't
curls
have
were beautiful.
patience. And if you had like siblings, and there was a bunch of, other sisters and brothers and hair in the house, they was just like,
Yep, yep,
but that's why I remember. So we all have memories as children, like that thing we can never forget. That was torture. Getting
yes,
my hair done. I
yes.
don't know if that was yours, but getting my hair
I
pressed,
hated getting my hair
like
done.
brushed, combed,
The
relaxed, shampoo, anything.
relaxer
It was just
process.
like, sure. So when I thought about what would benefit people and children, it was the brush. It was
Yep,
always my brush. Like
yep,
that was my memories of torture with getting my hair done, was the brushing and the combing. So I wanted to create something that made it easy. Kids could brush their own hair. They didn't have to
yep,
run screaming and crying and having that torture moment, from their
yep.
parents. So, it really that was like my main thing, was just really making sure that little girls didn't feel like they're not pretty or cute because their hair was difficult or made their hair feel
Hmm.
difficult to brush or style. So, I'm glad to have this moment with you, and to actually talk about that. There's so many people on here right now that are actually saying how much they really
Yep.
love your product and
Do
how
you
it's
see the
worked on them.
comments?
And I'm also seeing them say how much they love the
Yeah,
brush. So thank you
that's what I'm
all
looking at too.
for,
They're like, the brush is a staple.
yeah, thank you for the support. Thank you so much. So, you know what we got to do? We got to get into the ins and outs. So we're gonna
Yes.
play a little. It's kind of a game, and I want you all to participate and chime in and to post what's in for you and out for you. And so we're gonna play this, and it's basically like what's out, because hair has changed so much. So there's a lot of stuff we don't need to do
Yes.
anymore, and we shouldn't.
Yes.
So yes. So you go first
Okay.
with your out and your
Hold on.
in.
And I didn't. I
You want
didn't
me to
write
go
it down.
first?
Yeah,
I can
I
go
didn't.
first.
I should have wrote. Look, I wrote all this stuff down
Well,
and didn't write down my outs
well,
and ins.
well, let me ask you, because
Uh-huh.
out for you,
Hmm.
hair loss due to tight, damaging hairstyles. Is that out for you?
Yes.
Because people still doing it.
People. Let you, people still doing that. These frontals, it's the frontals for me.
Because they're so let's talk a little bit about that. When you say the frontal, is it because it is starting to, is it the glue that's taking the edges out? Is it the fact that you feel like people aren't taking the time to do their hair? Like, talk more about that.
Let me tell you, and this will be surprising because when I say frontals, I have a love-hate relationship with them. It just depends on what's being done. And this
Yeah.
is because um, I've watched my customers come to us talking about their damage, and it's usually not even the people gluing them down. It's gluing them improperly. That's one. Um,
Ooh.
and putting them on the hairline. I know we're talking about tightness, but when people do those glueless wigs and they're using a band which can be tight on your hairline,
Oh, yeah.
friction, we're not, that's what we're not remembering. It's not even about just the glue,
Yeah.
the friction. Any
Yeah.
wig in general, not having a
Yeah.
cap on, not having anything protecting the hairline
Hmm.
from the wig. And people are not thinking about the friction of the hair in between that part between the
Yeah.
wig and the hairline and how tight it is. People
Tight.
put it on
Yeah.
so tight. It's the glue too, but it's having that wig on tight. And our hairlines are so fragile. You sit there and you tie those bands tight like that, and you don't have any kind of protection in between the
Yeah.
wig and your hair strands, and they're not realizing that. I have to tell people that all the time, like, please wear a cap.
Mm-hmm.
Please take breaks from
Yeah.
frontals and wigs. Wigs can be a protective style. That's why I'm like, um, I love wigs when it's done properly. Just doing
Yeah.
things properly.
That's
Let's get out of just doing things quickly and not taking the time to do them the right way. Because I love
so
wigs. I'm gonna wear a wig all day, but
so
I'm
then so then if that's out, you know what's in, right? The
within.
follicle stimulant.
Oh yes, the follicle. Yes,
That's what's in. If hair loss due to tight styling and damaging hairstyles is out, what's in will
the follicle
be.
stimulant, the espresso growth oil. Oh, and of course, another thing too is the braids. We know that.
We gonna talk about that in a minute because
Yes,
I can talk about that one all day.
yes.
And I love wearing my braids, but yeah, how
Yeah.
long you wear them can be the
I
thing.
leave my
Okay.
whole hairline out. All this be out. I leave the entire thing
Oh,
out.
I have another
I
friend
baby
who
hair
does
it.
that too. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see everyone chiming in. Thank you so much for your feedback. I I I I feel like one day I want to talk to a hairstylist that is like a weave wigologist. I want to understand what the torture is, what it's about. Is it about getting the look?
Hmm.
Because the hair care just seems like it's thrown to the back. It's like
Man.
everybody's like, well, let me just look good right now.
Yep.
Forget if I lose hair
Yep.
or my hair gets damaged. Like, so
That's what it is.
it's yeah, and I really want to know how they feel consciously about that, because if you have someone coming in constantly to get their hair done and you see the hair is coming out and we see
Mhm.
it firsthand, why are you still taking these people's money? Like, why are we still doing this to folks?
Because of
And
that
why are we
reason.
doing it to our own people? It's Black History Month, y'all.
Yes.
Can we normalize not like jacking each other up?
Yes.
Whether it's hair, credit, money,
Yes.
business, whatever it is, can we start to normalize how we can support each other and how we can ask questions on how to be better with one another and how to care more about the edges,
Yep.
about the hair, about everything,
But like
you
you
know?
said, it's about the money for the stylist most of the time. And for the person getting their hair done, it's about the convenience of the style.
Mhm.
You can look good
Yep.
temporarily. What's going on underneath doesn't matter a lot of the time.
Yes, yes, for sure. Thank you all for the hearts and
I
everything.
know you get
So,
so many hundreds and hearts.
yeah, yes, the hundreds and the hearts. It's like saying amen. I
Yeah,
love like having these
like,
talks. When you see that, it's like they say
yes,
amen, girl. Yes. So then, oh yes, 319 collective, normalize not
Normalize.
harming each other.
Yep.
Yes, I mean, come on, for real. So for me, my out, right? My out is ignoring regular trims.
Regular.
So
Would you say ignoring
trims,
regular?
getting your hair trimmed.
Oh, trims. Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
because what happens, I remember, especially now after the pandemic, we were on lockdown, we were
Yeah.
quarantined. I get it. You didn't
Yeah.
get a trim for a year. I totally understand. But after that,
Yeah. It's like
what happened?
back into it.
Yeah,
Get
what
back
happened
into it.
after that, y'all? You're supposed to at least get a trim every 4 to 6 months. Every 4 to 6 months. And some people have a lot of split shedding, especially in the wintertime when you're like putting on hats and sweaters and turtlenecks and on and off, and all the friction can also cause your hair to split
Mhm.
on the end. The way we untwist our hair, if you pull it at the base to untwist it, you are ripping it.
Mhm.
It's going to cause you problems. If you're taking out your braids and you don't detangle properly, you're going to have some hair loss.
Let me ask
And
you.
when go ahead, I'm
Speaking
sorry.
of that, speaking of that, detangling properly. Do you think that people should, like, if they take out their braids? Oh, I'm glad you said that. If you take out your braids, should you detangle your hair before you wash your hair?
That's what I was getting ready to tell them.
Ooh, okay.
And I did a little video about it too that we'll share another time. So, what my go to is when I take my braids out, and this is what's in for me, my detangler brush.
Yes.
Okay, so not getting your hair trim is out. Y'all stop doing that. But what's in is my detangler brush. And
Yep.
the reason why is because I use this brush to take out my braids and to detangle before I put any water on my hair. So
Okay.
a lot of you can testify to taking out a weave you've had in for a long time or braids you've had in that you've sweat through, you've slept, you've done different things to your hair, not done anything to your hair. And so it tangles. So if you take your braids out and you put your hair straight underwater, you jacking yourself. You have
Mhm.
lost all the hair you grew out because it locks.
Somebody
And
and in the
I
comment.
have women also use a clarifying shampoo after taking their hair out.
Hold on, let me
Don't do that.
y'all.
Don't do
Because I
that,
got
y'all.
one here. I'm gonna show
Don't do
y'all
it.
ours. Um, so so you said not to use the clarifying shampoo, right?
No, but
When
I'm
you
gonna
first
tell
take it
you
out.
why. Because clarifying shampoo is supposed to strip everything out. But if you don't have any moisture because of the sweating that you've done in your head, in your scalp, and sweat produces sodium. Like you know how the
Mm-hmm.
sweat when it dries it crystallizes, so it's gonna dry your hair out. So if you put a clarifying on hair that doesn't have any moisture on it,
Ooh.
and it strips out the rest of the moisture,
Yep.
it's gonna lock up. And you didn't detangle it with your Felicia leather with
Mm-hmm.
detangler,
Yep.
it's gonna lock up.
Yep.
But
So
the good thing is you got edge entity
yes.
to say.
Yes. And we have so I'm gonna show y'all what we have in that situation. Perfect. The two things that you should be using. A combination of your detangling brush. Can you show us that brush again? Because somebody in the comments said, I love that maroon color. Man, I
Yes. Okay. So
love that.
first of all, and we got two. We. I love this maroon color
It's that
too.
maroon
This
for
maroon color.
me.
This is a very limited color that we have. This is the new one. This is the chocolate.
I love that. Anything brown, we in an era of minimalism, so browns and nudes and those tones that match our skin color, and
Mhm.
right around Black History Month, that's perfect. That
Yeah.
brown
And it
is
matches my
everything.
nails.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Somebody in the
So
comment did say that maroon though. Like
the
we
maroon is
have to
it.
get our hands on that. We got to get our hands on that.
No,
But
the maroon is
it's
it. I love it.
so cute. That's
So listen.
oh,
So
I
we
want to show you.
yes. Tell
So
me.
we have the this is our new box that we have. We're gonna send you one, Felicia.
Oh yay!
Thank you.
I love it.
So we have
Oh, it's beautiful.
thank you. So we're gonna send you one, and whatever winners we pick um on our 21-day challenge are gonna get everyone's gonna get this box.
I love it.
So we have like our deeply moisturizing conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that you're talking about, how we need to detangle first, you want to go in with a moisturizer that is gonna deeply condition. Then this is exactly what we use.
That's what you,
It,
okay.
yep.
Tell me
So I know you said
what you like most about the conditioner.
I love that the conditioner is full of authentic butters. So we use organic butters. We are using avocado butters and shea butters, which a lot of brands are going away from using authentic and organic products and ingredients
Okay.
in products. So, but it's coats your
Mm.
strands. It has so much slip. You're gonna feel the moisture come back to your hair.
Oh,
Like usually when I use the conditioner, it's my hair leaves so curly. It's really, really curly. It smells good. It's got a peppermint feel. But like I feel like with us, with our hair being like core type hair, we need something that's gonna really penetrate our strands,
mm-hmm.
and we need to really feel it when we rinse it out,
Yeah,
when we rinse our hair out. So it's
yeah.
really I call it the deeply moisturizing conditioner, and that's exactly what it does. It deeply moisturizes.
Oh,
So
I
yep,
love it.
yep,
Yes. Okay. Well, that's good. So, and that was your second out, or yeah, your second out is not moisturizing regularly.
yes, yes, because
Yep.
it can be so dry and brittle, and I think people will wash their hair, and especially if you're going to run into getting a style like their
Yeah.
shampoo for hair, if they're going into getting another style or a wig or some braids, people neglect the conditioning part. They
They
neglect
do.
the
They
moisture.
make it quick. They don't feel like they don't dedicate enough time. And see, now that's where the self-care comes in.
Yes.
Self-care
Yep.
piece is so important, y'all. It's so important. How do you know you're not self-caring?
When you're when you're tired, when you're weak, when you're off schedule,
Mm-hmm.
um that's for me. That's when I know that I'm not caring for
Yes.
myself. Because I for one, like I'm a person with anemia. So I know I need to take my iron supplements. If I'm skipping my iron supplements, if I'm not doing my routine, my skincare routines, if I'm not washing my hair properly, I'm just in and out of the shower, then I know that I'm not taking care of myself. Like
Yep.
for me, like this morning, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. and I was like, okay, this feels good. You know, waking up
Mm-hmm.
at a good time, being able to do my skincare routine, being able to wake up before my child wakes up. You
Mm-hmm.
know, just doing things for myself first. Wake up, thank God, um, pray, and then move into my day. Don't
Yeah.
not get into my phone, but then move into my day, move into taking care of my child, because the first thing I do when I wake up is go straight to caring for my son who's 4. You
Okay.
know, but you gotta care for yourself first. You gotta have that energy to take care of
So
yourself.
do you have a
So
day that you do self-care, like a specific day where you're like, this is my self-care day, I'm doing it?
like say for instance, I juice. So I juice on Sundays. Juicing is a
Okay.
process. That can take you 2 hours with juice, preparing, juicing, cleaning up. The entire process can take about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I just dedicate certain things in different days
Yes.
of the week, you know. So my juicing is
Yes.
specifically on Sundays. I had to get into skincare because
And your skin
skincare
looks
is a
beautiful,
thank
by the
you.
way.
I mean, it used to be so dull and just so oily, and I wasn't taking care of it. And I had to say, you know what? When I wake up, I'm not just gonna take a towel and wipe it across my face. You know, like that's
Right.
self care. Like realizing that, you know, moisturize your
Yeah.
skin, put some
Do
sunscreen.
some
You know,
stuff. How we, yeah, let's, we gotta, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I really want women to take a moment out to realize that they deserve it.
yes,
They deserve the self care. We deserve it. Like that's all we got
yes.
because it helps mentally. I have a puppy who is trying his best to play with me right now. gonna
Oh,
kill him.
that's what you're
Like, I don't
doing.
even know if he's. I'm like managing, and this
I couldn't even
puppy is like,
tell. I couldn't even tell.
listen,
I thought
he
you were just
is
leaning down. I couldn't
ripping
tell.
all my clothes right now. He's just like, I need all the attention. But anyway, because he wants self care. But one of the things that I feel is really important as you use the Edge Entity conditioner and shampoo and all the products is deep conditioning.
Yes.
My favorite deep conditioning tool, and not because my name is on it, is this.
She said, "Oh, that right
This
there,
right
y'all.
here.
Nah,
I love
y'all.
this.
That right there. Oh my
I
God! Like
love
it's
this.
the most life-changing thing. I
Yeah,
mean, for one, I don't have to sit under a dryer.
I know.
Oh my God, that's the one right there. But does it not feel like so relaxing on your
It
hair?
feels like you've wrapped yourself in a full-on snuggie with heat.
Yes.
Like, I
Yes.
put this on one of my clients, and she said, "Oh, you done messed up." She goes, "I'm putting this on every day. Like,
Yes.
I'm just gonna be in the house with this on." And so, what it is, y'all, and I see people asking about how do you get the brush. You go to brushwiththebest.com. All the products are there, and you can purchase your brush on Brush with the Best. And you can also find it in the link here on IG on the Brush with the Best page. But this is the flaxseed bonnet,
Ooh,
and
y'all.
people see the flaxseed bonnet, but they don't know what it really does. Okay,
Oh, these
the
people
most
know.
important
They in the
thing.
comments.
Oh, they know.
They
The
like,
most
yeah,
important thing
they
about
like it
this,
feels so good when you warm it up.
yes,
Like
the most important thing about this is that you only leave it in the microwave for 2 minutes. 2 minutes only. One, two. That's it. Microwave for 2 minutes. Put your Edge Entity conditioner on. It comes with these little bags of flaxseed bonnet. Put this on after you put your conditioner on. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm missing steps. After you shampoo your hair with your Edge Entity, and then you put your conditioner on, you're going to detangle
yes,
it. And so I like to part the hair in 4 sections and take each section and little by little, start from the bottom, work my way back, do a big twist. And I probably split each section into half. So I end up with like 6 big twists in my hair. And then I rinse out the conditioner later after I've done my flaxseed bonnet, and this will stay on warm for 20 minutes. So it's 2 minutes in the microwave. Are you there? Okay, bag. And then this sits for 20 minutes on your head, and it feels
yep,
amazing with your.
like a spa
It
on your
does. And then when I
spa
take it
treatment.
off, I leave my twists in and rinse my hair out because I like to leave a little conditioner behind.
Hmm.
And also I'm able to like work with my hair in sections without having it out and it's drying and
Hmm.
tangling again and all that stuff. So that's my favorite thing. So y'all get your flaxseed bonnet and your new maroon or brown chocolate brush and your Edge Entity products.
Yes.
Um,
And you know what? So I used it on my boyfriend at the time.
mhm.
And he's got his hair is completely short. I put it on his head. But
Oh,
he just loved the feel of it. Like his hair is like really
yeah.
dry. So I went in and I took the brush and kind of like just rubbed his scalp a little bit because his scalp is really dry. And then I put that on top and
I love it.
it felt good. So I mean, even if you don't have hair, if your hair is short and you just want to feel that nice
Mm.
warmth and um if you put like because for us we put like some leave-in conditioners on his scalp and I kind of just um did a scrub
Ooh,
and then put it on right
I'm
after. Yep, we did a
coming
scrub.
over because you hooking it up. Wow.
Yep, we did. It was just like a day of just like his scalp is just always so congested. It's so
Oh,
oily and
wow.
it's flaky. So and then we put it on top. But he loved it. He loved
So
it.
the maroon color is available on my channel. So that's my virtual salon channel on Felicia Leatherwood for the maroon color. And the chocolate, just in time for Valentine's
Yes.
Day, you can find at brushwiththebest.com. And then also we have pink. We still have pink.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people love the pink. But for the most part, what I really want people to understand is that self care is the biggest part of your life. It's the most important thing you can do for yourself. No one else can get proper care unless you give yourself some care. And so it's really important for you all. We're here mostly, we're talking about our products, but I feel like both of us, Aqila and I, feel like a commitment to
Mm-hmm.
to you, to everyone being able to take a moment out to care for themselves is so important. We feel, I know for sure that the product you created wasn't just like, oh, I'm just going to create something to make money. Like you were
Nope.
talking about, like everything that happened to you. So you put
Yeah.
love in that. And it's really important that we all, whatever we do, we're pouring in that love, especially to ourselves. It's Black History Month. If you don't have no excuse to give back to yourself, let this month be the reason why you would definitely give yourself some self-care.
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really important. And we're going to be signing off shortly. We didn't have like a final destination of time with this. We just wanted to come on and share with you all. And I'm so glad that you joined me because it's really important that people know about your products.
Yes.
There are a lot of folks suffering hair loss. They're trying to jump on the plane and go to Turkey to get their hair transplants.
Yes.
But why not try Edge Entity before you roll
Yes.
out? Try and stick with it, y'all. Don't try something and think there's a genie in a bottle situation. It's going to jump out and all of a sudden you got long hair down to your butt. That's not how this goes. You need to develop a
Yes.
regimen. And that's what the 21-day challenge is. The 21-day challenge is about you writing down each day how you gave back to yourself, what you did to self-care, how you took care of your hair, what kind of regimen did you put together. So this 21 days, and we have a calendar on Brush with the Best that you can purchase so that you can remember what you did.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we can't even remember. People come sit in my chair and they're like, I'm asking them questions. They don't know the last time they conditioned, colored, trim, what they did. Write that stuff down, y'all. Write it down. We have a giveaway. Do you know about the giveaway? Tell them about the giveaway.
Wait, I don't even. So I, honestly,
Janine's,
so
Janine's on here.
you
Janine,
let them know about the giveaway because I was under the impression that we were giving something away every day.
today
And
is
our
one of
box.
the days.
I'm sorry.
And today will be one of the days
So
that
that,
they're
yeah. So I was under the impression that we were giving something away every day,
give away
and it
a
would be
brush.
our box. We were giving away our entire box. Um, but you
Oh,
tell them.
I want
You go ahead and
listen.
tell them.
Yeah, I got my hand up too for the giveaway of your
No,
entire box.
we definitely sending you something. So
And I'm
the box.
also giving away the maroon brush. So, and you know what? I'm feeling, hey, self care and a flaxseed bonnet. Let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
go.
Janine, did I miss anything? Janine and Louise are on here. Like, they're like, pick me, pick me. Where's Janine? So, so yes, I love giving products away, and I think that Black History Month, why not give away something make you feel good? And look, the color matches, kind of matches Edge Entity a little bit.
Okay, I love that. But that's like a Tiffany blue. I feel like it's so
It's so
refreshing,
refreshing.
especially going into the spring. I love that.
So,
Going into the spring is so cute. It's so cute.
and so we have the giveaways for two people. So you want to pick somebody, and then I pick somebody. Pick a
Yes.
person. I pick a person.
We're gonna
Uh,
pick people.
how about we have some great folks on here. Now I'm gonna go down the list.
There's
I'm
a name that I just always see,
see which
and
one.
this person is just like always commenting, and her name is Mimi B Fly. Like I
Ooh,
always
Mimi
see
B.
her
Oh, I
name on
see
all
Mimi
of
B.
our stuff.
Fly.
Do
Yes.
you know?
It's funny because I'm right by Mimi B. Fly. I'm picking Tamisha Marie. They right next to each other.
They
And
right
they
next to each other. Yep.
right
Mimi
on
B
here.
Fly is always
I love
interacting. She's always. I just see her name so much to the point where I'm like, we might as well exchange numbers because
it. Okay, so
I don't know
Tamisha
each other. We don't
Marie
know each
and
other
Mimi
personally,
B.
but she's
Fly.
very supportive.
Make sure you all go into Brush with the Best and send your information so we can send you the giveaway. And you better be doing that 21-day challenge. We want to know how you are caring for yourself. So send Brush with the Best a message in the DMs and let them know you've won so that we can send you your wonderful gifts and you can start self-caring. I hope you do it before you get all the great gifts, but
Yes.
you won't have no excuse once you get everything else, right?
And the thing
Um,
is to commit. That's the biggest thing. That's the
yeah.
hardest thing. And that's with anything. I saw somebody was asking about some juice recipes. Um,
Mm.
and asking about like what we would recommend for like they're just in the comments asking about our regimens, our particular regimens.
Oh, okay.
So they're
So
asking about our hair regimens, like
I
what
like it.
do we do in order to stay consistent?
Congratulations
So
to all the winners. Yes. So I know for me, my hair, I know my hair.
mhm,
I don't play with it. I don't mess around, be doing all this stuff. I know when my braids need to come out. I know when my hair wants to be washed and conditioned, it will itch a particular way. That's not just a regular roll. My scalp is itching. I know like when things are going on and you'll feel your hair, y'all. You can feel where it's thinner in some areas,
mhm,
thicker in others. You can tell when it's growing longer or faster on one side than it is the other. Pay attention to that. Write it down on your curl calendar because it's so important. As we get older, everything's going to change. You won't remember what happened. So write it down. You all write it down so that you can keep a log and you can know when your hair is really, really changed. I have a video coming out that will show you how much hair loss is too much, how much is
yeah,
too much
yeah, you know what,
taking your
that's
braids
so
out.
important because I feel like we get in the shower, we wash and we cleanse and condition our hair, and sometimes it becomes regular to have a large amount of hair loss.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people think that this is normal for me to have this big chunk of hair. This is usually what comes out, and it's a big ball or
Yeah.
chunk of hair. That's normal to some people. And the entire time, it's like, no, this is not normal. It's normal for you, and it should not be.
Yeah.
And you say
Yeah.
you have a video on that. Can you
Yes. Yeah.
send
We'll
that
be
to me? Would it be okay if we
Yeah, we're
posted
gonna
that?
be posting it because I took my braids out the other day and I was going through it with my brush. And what I love about the brush is you can see the hair in between these, see that in between there, and you can just lift it out. So I was able to look at how much hair I lost and say, okay, where we at? And I'm 55, so I got menopause stuff
Hey, you
going
look
on.
good.
Thank you. There are people who lost a lot of hair during COVID, and
Mm-hmm.
like a year later, they had after having COVID, they had
Yep.
significant hair loss. I've gotten a lot of DMs and emails. So, I really wanted to post a video like when should you worry? How much is too much? And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm really glad that you're on here because you'll always have a place to go with Edge Entity. When you
Yes.
start looking in the mirror and there's something going on and you start getting nervous about your hair loss, you can contact me. You can contact Aqila and let us know what's happening
Yes.
because you won't be alone in it is the
Mm-hmm.
thing. I don't want one kind of just like, oh my God, I can't share this with anybody, can't talk about it. You can. I'm a hairstylist, Aqila, we got your back.
Yep,
So
we
y'all
got your
let
back.
us know what you got going on when it comes to hair
And
loss.
these are the two. So Felicia, y'all, she loves the follicle stimulant. This is her favorite right here.
So that's my thing.
This
Yeah,
is her
that's
favorite. She loves the follicle stimulant, y'all. This is our OG. This is our original product. This is the one that she fell in love with. So This is the one. But we also have like people who use this kind of a more daily regimen. Um, this is to be used every day too. But our espresso growth oil, um,
Yeah.
people love this. And
Can
Felicia,
you,
I want to send you our
I want you to tell them how to get in touch with you and how to purchase that. I'm going to grab my charger real quick. Talk to them
Okay,
about how to purchase that. I'll be
okay,
right.
okay. So this is our Edge Entity Espresso Growth Oil. This has become our customer favorite. And I think it's because, some people just have preferences. Some people like the oil, some people like the follicle stimulant, but the oil is actually made with real coffee. We actually make the coffee, cook the coffee, and like the process. If I wish I could, I mean, we've posted the process before, but it's actually made with real coffee beans, y'all. And we marinate the oils into the coffee, and then we strain it.
Okay.
And this
Wait.
is
I got a question.
yes.
Why coffee?
Coffee, the same thing that coffee does to you and your body, the way that it stimulates your mind is exactly what it does to the follicles.
Mm.
It awakens the follicles, it increases blood flow to the follicles, but it it exactly how you feel rejuvenated.
Okay.
That's exactly what it does to your follicles and your scalp.
Okay.
Yep, it
So
does.
does it, would you say that it kind of like activates the scalp, like awakens it
Yep,
so
it
that the
awakens.
follicle becomes active?
Yeah, but some people have follicles that are incapable of being active. Like people who have
Oh
dead
yeah.
follicles, closed follicles. None of our products would help grow people with closed follicles, people's hair with closed follicles or
Yeah.
dead follicles. But if you do have those follicles that are just dormant and need some awakening, yes, this
So,
is.
and for those of you who are still on with us, when we talk about, when we say closed follicle, when you look up closely on the scalp, of course, where the hair grows out, the little hole, sometimes if it is clogged or covered up or um, scarred,
Mm-hmm.
okay, which means it's closed, hair won't grow in that space. It won't grow there. It'll find the next one. It's like a root, like roots from a plant. It finds a next source of where it can be alive and grow. And so if the follicle is closed, if there's been traction, alopecia, different things like that,
Yep.
it is very difficult to stimulate that. That would be something you would go to a doctor, you know,
Mm-hmm.
a
Yep.
trichologist to get going. But there are people who come to me and I'm able to look and see that they still have an active follicle. They're just not doing the right things to keep that blood flowing there.
Yep.
And what the right things are goes back to self-care, breathing,
Mm-hmm.
exercising, eating certain foods that actually give you a lot of the vitamins you need on a daily basis,
Yep.
drinking water,
Mm-hmm.
putting hairstyles in that are too tight, not clogging your hair up with a lot of heavy products and not washing it when you need to shampoo it. So these are all the things that can kind of mess you up. If you get a lot of whitehead bumps on your scalp and you have an inflamed scalp, you may have folliculitis, which is something I have. I talk
Mm-hmm.
about that a lot. So you don't have to feel alone in that. But for the most part, you really just want to pay attention to how you handle your hair.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I want people to do? I want people to not give up on their hair.
Mm. Yeah.
People, women especially, and it is, I think, because it's easy because we can cover it up.
Yeah.
We can cover our hair up. But they think that this is just it for me. I'm getting older. As soon as them gray hairs start coming, because I got a bunch of them. As soon as them gray hairs start coming, you like, oh, I'm just older. Oh, this is just, my hair's just thin. Oh, this is just how it's gonna be. Or even like with the detangling process.
Yeah.
You're not educated. You don't know. And the whole time is just, you gotta just take the time to learn your hair and learn how to treat your hair and not give up. Don't give up on your hair. I don't care how old you are, what your illnesses are, you got the potential to grow your hair back
Yes.
and keep it healthy. Just can't give up on it.
Yep. Don't give up. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that what everything we're talking about in terms of taking care of our hair is the self care.
Yes, it's all self care.
So
Yes,
even though like the wigs and the lace fronts are fun and easy, y'all, like please care for your hair underneath all of
yes,
that.
yes.
Please. Like
Yes.
like
I feel like the
yeah.
wigs is easy. That's an easy way
Mhm.
to take care of your hair, especially if you got the glueless wigs, because that's what I wear. I'm gonna wear the wig that I can
That
take
you can
off.
take off.
That I can take off. So at
You
night,
don't have no hair.
I could be applying all my oil and my follicle stimulant, and I can because I'm a person who would I wash my hair with my braids in.
Mhm.
I will wash my hair with my braids in sometimes, and just to get to my scalp. But it's like the wig is really meant for you to put on and take off at night and be able to treat your scalp in the meantime. Treat your
Yeah.
hair in the meantime. Yeah.
You got the right products for it. Miss Angel Fish says this has been extremely helpful. Thank you both for your products and the information. I am so glad that you all got a lot out of this. We need to do it again too,
I know.
because
I know.
hair growth is like, I mean, that's number one on everybody's list.
Yep. Hair growth and hair health.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. They want to grow their hair, but they don't know how
Yeah.
to keep it healthy.
Yeah.
It's the hair
Exactly.
health. People have
Yes.
dry, brittle strands. They're not conditioning correctly. Like
Mhm.
that the flaxseed cap is so game changing. I really want people to just see it in action and feel it. I really want people to feel it and know, like, okay, when you don't feel like deep conditioning your hair and getting under a dryer or whatever,
Yeah.
like you're gonna look forward to it because it
Yeah.
feels so good and it's doing so much for your hair. You're gonna look forward to it,
I mean,
honestly.
and you'll be hooked.
You'll be
You'll be hooked on it.
hooked.
So once y'all do experience all the products, the detangler brush, the bonnet, give us feedback and spread the word. Tell your friends. We, in honor of Black History Month, we really should be supporting our own businesses specifically.
Yes.
Like, what if you just spent every day only supporting your own community?
Exactly. That's what we
Like,
should be doing in Black History Month.
no, like nothing else but that.
Like, go get your coffee. Don't go to Starbucks. Look, if you as soon as you want to go get a coffee, look up where are the black owned coffee
Yeah,
shops and go.
no, for real, y'all. Like, we need to make a bigger effort for that, because you know our community is the only one that's not really used to only buying and supporting each other. And so I really want that to be
Me
normalized.
too.
It's
Me
very
too.
important. So maybe part of the 21-day challenge is that we only find businesses within our community, by us, for us, and see what changes inside of each and every one of us as we support these businesses. So yeah. Somebody put coffee shops and winery. Yes, for
Wineries.
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
For sure.
I'm gonna make that. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna make that a purpose. That this, and not just this month. I'm just gonna get started this
Yeah.
month. That whenever I feel like I want to go and buy something, I'm gonna think to myself, I wonder if there's a black owned business that sells this.
Yeah.
And that's all the way down to like right now we have a black owned beauty supply store here in Memphis
Mhm.
called Pink Noir. And I mean, it's beautiful. She's put so much effort and so much work into this store. And that's the place I want to go and support.
Yes.
I want to go drive downtown and support her beauty supply
Yeah.
store.
I'm serious. Like so we know that we have the lock on hair care. You know, we know we got the lock on chicken, fried chicken. soul food. You know, there's some
I know
things
you
that
was
we
about to say
know
chicken.
we got that. But what
Yeah, we
about
got the
other
lobster
things?
food.
Yeah, what about detergent,
Yes.
toilet tissue, clothing, like lines and
I'm about to write
brands?
that down.
How about, yeah, like honestly, vitamins, finding a black owned vitamin company, or, you know, black owned farmers at your farmers markets
So you
that
know I
have
have
it.
a farm.
Girl, no, this is great. Oh,
So I just bought it in August though. So
congratulations.
thank
This
you.
is why I have this champ. This is why I
What?
have this champagne,
Don't
because I
you
was gonna
got some
toast to you.
champagne and you didn't tell me to go get some champagne?
Listen, I was, because I was gonna toast you, was gonna be my
What?
surprise with
Hold
this
up
farm.
now.
Listen, y'all, do you hear this? So listen, these are the things we need to start thinking about. Like, what else can we support that we have not thought about besides the typical things we do?
Yes.
Is there a black owned spring water company? Like,
Right.
I don't know,
Yeah.
or orthopedic shoes black on, some
Yes.
sneakers black on, socks, some
Yes.
stockings, bras, panties.
Yes. For
Like,
real.
let's just see how many other things we can find
Mhm.
that are by us, for us, and spread the
You
word.
you'll
Like,
be surprised, like what's in your
mhm,
community, and you just kind of ignore it or you pass it by because a lot of I mean, a lot of Black people don't come from generational wealth. We are creating our
mhm.
own
Yeah,
generational wealth, so we don't start off. We're not gonna be Starbucks. It's
yeah.
not gonna look like Starbucks, but I guarantee you, if you walk into that coffee shop, you're probably gonna get the best quality coffee. That's how I feel about my brand. It's something I put a lot of my heart and soul into.
Yeah.
It's small, but the ingredients are clean. Everything is organic, and you're gonna get the best service. I might not have, I'm not a 10,000 square foot facility, but you're gonna get the greatest quality of product. And I wish that we all could find those small local shops like that, like make an effort to do that and find places like that so we can build
Listen,
up.
I'm looking at this feed and I have like literally my hairs are standing up because there people are posting about things I didn't even know about.
Me
Applesauce
too. I
company, black owned.
saw that
There
too.
is the Black Girl Vitamin Company, Black Girl
And
Vitamins.
that's
Oh
why we
my
need
God,
to. Is
thank
there
you
any way we can
all.
save these comments?
I hope so. I'm
Yeah,
not
so
I'm not
that we
a
can
girl,
look
but
back and
like, what
because I'm seeing some good
if somebody,
suggestions.
like, where are our techs? Where are our black owned tech companies? Like, how
Yep.
can we support, you know what I mean? Like, what else,
Yes.
y'all? I want to know.
The things that we use every single day,
Podcasts, books
Yep.
by by us. Shoot, what else? I just, mouthwash. Is there a mouthwash that we make?
I
Honey,
bet. I bet.
teas. What about teas, candles, scents? Look, we need to just come up with a whole list. But we have 2 more minutes before 7 o'clock in LA. Which time is it where
We're
you
2 minutes
are now?
to 9 o'clock
Okay.
here in Memphis. Too.
And mostly what I like to say is I'm so grateful for this moment with you.
Me
Um,
too.
and I can't wait to do it again. I vibe with you. I think you're amazing. I love what you've created, and I'm really proud of you, by the way.
Thank
And
you.
so here's to you, sis.
Listen, I wish I would have had my champagne. At least a little shot glass or something like that. But cheers to you. Thank you so much for having me. I was really nervous coming on,
Oh,
to be honest,
oh, you
but
what? I didn't
excited. I
know.
was so excited because I've just looked up to you, and it was before I even knew you was using my products. I didn't know until after the fact. I'm like, wait a minute now, So I am honored to be here right now talking to
Yeah.
you. I want to do this
Oh,
again. I hope that I vibe, we vibe,
oh,
and I'm glad to be in the presence of you and your community. And hopefully everyone got something great out of this.
I think so.
And
Thank you,
we
Anonymous.
join communities.
Natalie, United States, Natalie, thank you for that. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate it. Yes, I think so. I got a lot from this because I didn't even know some of these businesses were out there. So now I just am like obsessed with like what else? What else
Yes, me
is black owned
too.
that we
Look,
know about?
black owned
So
detergent. Hold on, let me write this
I
down.
know.
Look
Like
at
I
that.
need, I need somebody to screenshot all this. This is great. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Um, just everything, and thank you so much. I have to thank my team, Janine and Louise. Amazing, amazing. I'm grateful for them. And so, thanks everybody for joining us. What's today? Today is Tuesday. We
Yes.
had some, yeah, it's a Tuesday night. So, y'all are the best. Thank you so much. Happy Black History Month, year,
Happy
forever,
Black History Year. This
forever.
is ongoing. We're gonna support Black women, support Black people, minorities in general, all throughout the year. Let's not stop in February.
I
And
love
Felicia,
it.
hopefully me and you can do this again. I feel like we should revisit after the 21-day challenge.
I
I feel
let's
like
do it.
we should revisit.
Yes.
If you guys get the calendar and you show us that you have been consistent and you've been actually abiding by your regimens that you set in place, then let us know. And I definitely am going to have something special for anyone who purchases the calendar and who shows some consistency in self-care, because this is so important that I really feel like we should be rewarding anyone who is sticking to a plan, sticking to a regimen. You should be rewarded as a woman who says, I'm going to put myself first sometimes. You put everybody else in the world first. Let's take some time for some self-care. So
Yay.
let me know if you get that calendar. Send me a DM, send me a picture, a screenshot, and we're going to take care of you. We're going to send you something nice.
Yeah, I love it. Yay. Oh, thank you. You're the best. I'm sending you big hugs and
I
love.
know,
And
because
next
thank you so
time
much.
we gotta get Issa Rae's Prosecco. Black
What, she's
owned.
got Prosecco?
Yes, Via Ray. Via Ray.
100%.
At
Let me write
Target.
that down.
Yep, Via Ray is Issa Rae's Prosecco, and it's really good. And
Definitely
so
got
that's what we'll
that.
toast to at the end of the 21-day challenge. We'll come
Yes.
back and
So we're going to come back.
yes. And if you all are in Los Angeles, Issa Rae and her wonderful friends own Hilltop. There's like four
Now that
different
I
locations.
heard of.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Hilltop Coffee Shop.
Yep.
And they have really good food and really great coffee. So if you're in LA, visit a Hilltop
Yep.
and we'll have the most amazing cup of coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. I love coffee.
You've been
But
there?
y'all are the best. And thank you so much. And have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye. Thanks, everybody.
Bye,
See you later,
beautiful.
Felicia.
So good.